Hello everyone, welcome to my video. So I hope you are doing well. So my name is Arjun and I'm basically a Java developer, or we can say a programmer. So I'm going to start new video or new series for you to learn Python. So in this video, we will just cover what is Python, what what is the history of Python, basically just a quick introduction of Python. So yeah, so without waiting, let's start. So, as you know, there are various programming languages right now, right? So we have Java, we have Python, right? That which is right now we will be seeing, and other languages like C, C++, right? .NET. So nowadays Python is also getting famous uh, due to its unbelievable features, we can say, as compared to other language. So the symbol I'm showing here on my presentation, right? So this symbol is now, if you are new to the Python language, this is the symbol the language represent, right? So yeah, it's a Python. So it name indicates its name is this related to the snake, right? One type of snake, right? That's why this icon is there. That's why they might have designed the icon like this, right? Okay, so Python language again, it is a language obviously. For learning any language, first we should understand the history of language, the features of language, why should we go for this language, right? And so we should have some questions, right? So let me cover few things in this video for you. Okay. So what is Python? Obviously, Python is a programming language, right? And that lets you work quickly and integrate system more effectively. Okay. So here word quickly is very important. And once you learn Python, you will understand, right? How it is easy to uh, program using Python. How easy to give any solution by using this Python language, right? For my background, I'm a Java developer. I have much experience in Java, so definitely I'm going to compare Java with Python. So let's say if you have coming from .NET or if you are coming from C or C++, right? Definitely you will be having some uh, proper or some new features which you will be definitely like compared to other language, right? So official website of Python is www.python.org. This is the official website, right? So okay, so what is Python? If anybody asks you what is Python, right, definitely you should have understand of explaining the Python, right? So Python is nothing but it's a language, right? But if you go in a proper definition, if you want to explain a proper, then Python is a clear and powerful object-oriented programming language comparable to other programming languages. Okay, yeah, it supports object-oriented programming. Now, if you are coming from engineering or if you are learning some from computer stream or IT stream, if you are, then definitely you will have some subject related with the object-oriented programming, right? Or we can say even data structures, right? So object-oriented is a feature which languages support, right? Just like Java is also supporting object oriented, right? And the Python, of course, Python is supporting this feature. It is very important feature in software development, right? So Python is a high level interpreted programming language known for its simplicity and readability. Okay, so it's a high level interpreted programming language. So again, interpreted, we won't go in detail, but yeah, in upcoming series I will explain you what is interpreter, right? So interpreter, and there is again compiler, right? These are the two terms basically related with the programming, right? So it is a basically interpreted programming language, and it is known for its simplicity and readability. So it have that simplicity syntax, we can say. Writing the program, it will be a very simple, as compared to other language, and it has a readability. And that's why it is widely used in various fields such as web development, data science, machine learning, automation, and many more. So one of the Python's core philosophies is code readability, which is why it's popular language. So again, it's so now you should be understanding like Python language why it is so famous because of these things, right? It is interpreted in high level programming language, and it is a readability feature, right? It is having a proper readability feature, right? It is having uh, so if you are comparing any program, right? So any program with by different language, right? You definitely will find some differences, right? So if you want to give one solution using programming language, let's say Java, you might write 10 lines of code, and the same solution you can give with the .NET. You might have to write, let's say, 15 lines of code, and using Python you might have to write 5 lines of code, right? So and plus how it is readable, right? How if another team or another developer is looking at your code, how it is readable, how it takes time to understand for a new developer or a new person, right? And that is where it comes as a readability feature, right? So let's move further. So what are the main features or key features of Python? Okay, just understand at basic level only. Okay, definitely you going to be understand these all features, or you will be correlating these features once you actually start programming in the Python world. Okay, so what are the features? Simple syntax. The simple feature is what? Simple syntax. That is why it is more readable, right? Python syntax is very clear, intuitive, making it beginner friendly. So for a beginner to learn any programming language, it is very important at the start only. Uh, we will be facing many challenges, right, to understand the syntax. But Python is very easy for the beginner because it's a friendly, right? Interpreted language. Python code is executed line by line, which helps in debugging. Yeah, it's a simple, interpreted. It will start line by line executing your code. Let's say if you write 5 lines of code, it will start reading your code. It will start interpreting your code from one, line number two, and so on, right? Dynamic typing. This is again a feature of Python. You don't need to actually declare a variable type explicitly. I mean, Python impairs the type at runtime. So, okay, this is again right. So just to take example like uh, in program basically we have to declare some variable, right, to store some value, right? And of course that depend on the value type you have to declare a data type also for that variable, right? But here Python does for us. It automatically declare the type. Okay, and the next feature is cross platform. So what is cross platform? So it, with the while working with programming language, of course you have to give some solution, right, by using programming solution, right? Let's say you have given one solution or even you have written one program, your program should executed on multiple platforms, right? Let's say platform is, let's say, consider OS, right? So Windows is another OS, Linux is another OS, right? So if you executed any program, if you build any program, that your program should run independently on any platform. Okay, that is what normally called as cross platform. It is not, if it is not supported means if you are writing some program and that program only runs on Windows, like let's say you build a program on Windows, and if your program is runs only on Windows, then that is not a platform supported. It's not a platform independent, right? Whereas this language is platform independent, or we can say is cross platform. So your program will work on any platform with respect to any platform, right? As same. And the last feature, extensive libraries, right? So in programming, it is always going to be going to be some, there will be a lot of libraries or frameworks, we can say, which which helps to a developer to reuse the libraries for the multiple things, let's say, right? There are very common requirements that can be fulfilled via these libraries, right? So, and Python has a vast collection of libraries and frameworks to extend its functionality, right? Such as Flask for web development or NumPy for numerical computation, right? And many more, right? So I don't want to give more examples because we are newer to this language. As day by day, once we learn, once you explore the libraries as per the requirement or the frameworks, you will definitely understood. Okay, fine. So let's now focus some part of history of Python language. Okay, it just you should know this. I mean, it's optional, but at least you should know when the Python was uh, started. I mean, when Python language was actually released to the world. What is the history? What is the version history, we can say? Okay, just a quickly history we will go. So Python actually started in the 1991. We can say in 19th, right? So its birth, we can say, is in 1991, right? It started, first release was in 1998 with the version as 0.9. And who invented or who developed this language is Sir. So this is the image. This is the photo of the person uh, who developed this language. Okay, his name is Guido van Rossum. Yeah, it's a difficult name to pronounce, specifically for Indian guys, but it's a Guido van Rossum. So they have developed this language and released in 1991, and then some stable versions are released in 1994, and slowly it upgraded to 2.x version. After some period, again the Python 2, right, is get you know you can say it get deprecated, or the life of Python 2 was end in almost like 2007, at the end of 2007, and in 2008 uh, Python 3 version came into the market, right? And since from that till now we have a 3.x version, right? So it's 3, it's a Python 3, and the point is the series, right? So 3.1 came in 2009, then 3.6 2016, and up to now we can say the latest version is 3.13, right? So the time where I'm making this video, right? So right now, if you go in officially, it's a 3.13, but after sometimes you might see there is a new version, let's say 3.14 or 3 point, right, 15, right? So obviously the language will evolve periodically, will add new features, will fix the things, right, which are not expected. Okay, we basically there are different things, right, in work. Like if you know the Java, if you are coming from Java, you should have that, like Java has very versions evolved, right. Similarly in Python also is getting evolved, and nowadays Python is very famous because it has all the features, right. It makes easy life of it making the life easy for the developer, basically, right. So that's it. I just want to explain the basic uh, uh, introduction about Python, history of Python, features of Python. Next video, I'm going to show you a simple Hello World program using Python, using simple, uh, just a simple Notepad or Notepad++ tool, and we will see how it works, how to run that program, right? So stay tuned, and let's meet in next video of Python. Thank you. I hope you got some knowledge from my video. Bye bye. Keep learning. Thank you.